You left. You finally reach your breaking point with their emotional unavailability, their hot and cold behavior, their inability to meet you halfway in building something real. You walked away thinking they wouldn't care, that your absence wouldn't just be another relief from the intimacy they found so threatening. But here's what you don't see in the aftermath. They're paying a price far steeper than you could have imagined. For years, they've lived under the protective delusion that they didn't need anyone. Your presence challenged that lie daily, but they could still maintain it as long as you were there, accepting their emotional scraps. Your departure shattered their fundamental narrative about themselves. Now they're forced to confront the reality that they've been running from. They do need connection. They do crave love. They do want someone to truly know them. But they've sacrificed that chance at genuine intimacy on the altar of their fear. And now they're left with the hollowness they were so desperately trying to avoid. The person who convinced themselves that independence was strength now faces that crushing weight of self-imposed isolation. Every quiet evening, every celebration with no one to share it, every moment of vulnerability with no safe harbor, they feel the absence of what they pushed away. What haunts them most isn't just losing you, it's losing the version of themselves they could have been with you. You saw something in them that they couldn't see in themselves. You believed in their capacity for love even when they didn't. You offered them a mirror that reflected their potential rather than their limitations. Now that mirror is gone, and they're left staring at the reality of who they chose to remain. Someone who sabotages their own happiness to avoid the risk of being hurt. They realized they weren't protecting themselves from you. They were protecting themselves from hope. And in doing so, they murdered their own possibility for growth. They replay conversations where you tried to reach them, moments when you offered them openings to be vulnerable, instances where you practically begged them to let you in. They see now how desperately you wanted to love them fully, and how systematically they dismantled every bridge you tried to build. The cruelest part of their awakening is recognizing that this isn't the first time. There have been others before you who tried to love them, who offered them chances at real connection, who eventually walked away with their emotional walls proved impenetrable. They see the pattern now. They attract people who can love deeply, then systematically drive them away through emotional withholding. They realize they've been the common denominator in every failed relationship, the architect of their own abandonment. This recognition brings a particular kind of despair. The knowledge that their defense mechanism, designed to protect them from pain, has actually guaranteed their pain. It has built walls to keep hurt out, but they trap themselves inside with it instead. Perhaps the most devastating realization is that some damage cannot be undone. They can't unhurt you. They can't reclaim the love you offered so freely before they taught you to withhold it. They can't resurrect the version of you that believed in their potential before they proved your faith was misplaced. You've moved on now, carrying the wisdom they gave you the hard way. Never again will you accept emotional unavailability as love. The person who could have been their salvation has evolved beyond their reach. They left with the echo of what they destroyed and the knowledge that they were their own worst enemy. The price of their emotional cowardice wasn't just losing you, it was losing themselves.